kaituna te awa, ko rangiuru te maunga, ko tapuika te tangata. The Kaituna River is the heart and the soul of our people. It flows from the lakes, from Oho to Okere to Te Mimi o Tapuika, and from that point it becomes the Kaituna. Within its name itself indicates that it was a supplier of food, as in the term Kaituna, meaning the plentifulness of eels and the sustenance of a people. Not only that, our spirituality is connected to this river. There are hundreds of significant places along the stretch of this river that connects us to it. So, for us, the pollution that's coming from the lakes has affected our river. Our children cannot swim in the river anymore. We cannot catch food from the river. And this effect goes to Maketu and goes into the kete o te arawa. That is the mussels and the kaimoana at Maketu.
Tapuika used to be an area where floods used to occur quite a bit. And in the bigger picture, they decided to drain and straighten the river. They straightened the Wairī River, they put the banks up, Kaituna River, one of the major river in this area. And the flow now goes right out when it rains and hardly gets time to flood, so it goes out. But it's affected us in quite a big way.
Mapu was one of our tanifas. Now, down on the Kaituna, there was a huge bend in the river. And when the water went there, it didn't just go around the bend and then out to sea. It actually swirled around like this and caused a huge whirlpool. And that was traditionally Mapu's lair. But when the Conservation Department decided to straighten the river up, they actually destroyed that wāhi tapu. This destroyed our story about our kaitiaki, and then that sort of affected the way we think about our history, our stories.
The other river that feeds into this river is the Waiari. On that river is a waste treatment plant that pumps into the Waiari. What's being proposed now is a water treatment plant to extract water at a higher level on the Waiari.
Ka haere mātou te Waiari, te ingoa tō mātou awa. I reira mātou i te whāngai a mātou anō, e hari i ngā kūmora, haere te tiki wātakri, ka hihi i ngā tuna. Ngai kai roto i tērā aunga, e kai mātou. I reira mātou e kaukau ai, te hiwa o mātou kraua. Ka haere te kimi ki ore rāpiti rānei ngā kararehe e komate. Nā ka here tia i runga i te taura. Ka here nā te taura ki te hitaha o te awa. Ka toro ngia te taura nei te rātaha o te awa. Ka tatari. Mo te tae moroa, kia mui ai e te ngaro. Te tāmatika, ka titiro i te marama. E me pai i te hi te ika e te rātaima, ka patua te taura. Ana ka mākere ngā maggots roto i te awa. Ana ka puta mai nā ika, nā tuna. Koe rā pia te the first commercial fishing I roto i Tapuika.
So what we see here is looking across the Papamore Hills, inland to Otawa, and then following the ridge along there to Otane Wainuku. And then it diverts inland to a place called Opotihi. This is the eastern boundary of the tribal area. This land where the pine trees are is what is called Te Tumu. From Te Tumu onto the Kaituna, following the Kaituna around to the Tapuika township, all of these lands in here were claimed through the toa claims. To Tapuika, that is a raupatu. Tapuika are the only tribe in this country to have suffered such a raupatu.
When the Crown came into Tapuika, I think it was a scorched earth situation, because overnight we were labelled as rebels, simply because Te Koti was here around that time. He actually taught us how to grow gardens, maras galore, and send it out for export or to the cities of Auckland, and we were good at this.
We want to be able to control and manage our natural waterways, our natural resources, our rivers, waterways. We are aware that we have geothermal potential. We want to be able to reconnect with our cultural sites. We'd like those handed back. We'd like to be able to have the opportunity and the ability to revitalise our cultural heritage, our tikanga, so that for our mokopuna in the future, it gives them good steed and ground to stand on. And lastly, an apology.